Hi, welcome back here, day 3 in Stockholm. Woke up an hour and a half ago to a blizzard. As quick as it started snowing, it started to lay. It then stopped, the sun came out, everything melted, but now it is bitterly cold. So what are we doing today? Today is, we're going to Skansen. We couldn't get in yesterday, so that's on the plan. Just about to go in there now. Once we've done a bit of Skansen, what we're going to do is something a bit unusual. We're going to do a quick tour of the underground, because supposedly all the underground is stunning here. We picked 5 or 6 stations, which is supposed to look fantastic. And also this weekend is the first weekend when they really start their market. So there's a market nearby we're going to try and pop into as well. So anyway, Skansen, let's go find out what it's all about. Okay, so we're in. And the first thing we come to is a funicular. I had to pay a little bit extra. I think an extra 35 krones to go up. Swedish. Oh, right. Extra 35 Swedish kronor to go in the funicular. But it takes us up to the top of the hill, so that's what we're going to do now. Okay, this is our first look in Skansen. So say Skansen's a very popular place to visit here in Stockholm apparently. They've brought collections of buildings from over the centuries. They've also got a zoo here. And so it's the world's oldest open air museum. You'll even find Wolverine here apparently. So we'll go and search a Wolverine in a bit. A moose and things like that. But it is bitterly cold. So bear with me if I cut this short. Anyway, 400 metres to the Nordic animals. I think the Nordic animal is going to win first. Doubt we'll see them. Be just like a UK zoo, they'll all be asleep somewhere. Let's see if we can find them. Just like zoos in the UK, this place is devoid of animals so far, but we have seen a cow, we didn't bother filming, and a sheep. Oh, look at that. Walking behind me is a horse and cart. This way for the bears. Okay, so we found our first Arctic animal, or Scandinavian animal, it's a moose. We're attempting to call the moose over, or even just see whether it moves. But it's just behind the tree where its head is anyway. We've been stood here for about 3 minutes so far and not a hair has moved. Right, let's see if we can get a better angle from another side. Okay, the moose hasn't moved, but we have. So that's what a moose looks like if you didn't know. Right, I can hear other animals howling or children being eaten, not sure. Let's see if we can go find them. Next up, we found the seal. And the sun's coming out. So we found the seal enjoying his hot tub. So they do actually have brown bears here, and we have found the bear enclosure. Needless to say, it's looking quite bare. So we found the bears. Ooh. The window is a bit dirty, unfortunately. So I'm going to wander outside and see if there's a better view. So that was the bear enclosure. It wasn't bare at all. There's plenty of that. There's 4 bears in there. We managed to see 3 of them though, but they're all brothers and sisters. But the boys have had their bits removed, and so there'll be no baby bears. Anyway, bears. First time I've seen bears. It's quite exciting, that was. Right, let's see what else we can find. We found the bison now. So here we got some bison. And in a minute we'll go and, well, heard the tour guide behind me. We're not on the tour guide, but there's a tour guide behind me talking that there's some boar to our left. We'll go and have a look at them in a minute. But yeah, there's a couple of bison over there. And there's one more up the hill. Behind a tree, there's another one over that way somewhere. So there's some bison. Right. Next one, let's go see the boars. So there we go, there's our little tiny boars. You often actually feed them in the night, and you can shoot them there because it's so now, but they're really cute when they're small. It's quite funny watching these boars and bison interact. I'm sure one's looking at the other thinking, that's food, how do we get to it? So as I said, this is a place where they've moved lots of buildings, and this is a 19th century farmhouse apparently. It's jolly nice, I think. Here is a sort of village and farmsteady type of area. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it is snowing quite heavily. So, as the little camera is not waterproof, oh my, there's a sheepy, look at that. So I may have to stop recording. Let's see if we can zoom in on the sheepy as it walks off. And have old milestones as well. Not sure where this one is leading us to. Okay, so the snow is coming down quite heavy now, as you can see on camera. I hope you appreciate the efforts I'm taking to bring this to you. If you do, hit the like, hit the subscribe, even pass a comment. So about 100 years ago, a family of 5 would live somewhere like this if they worked on the farm, tied to the farmer's house. Up at 3 in the morning, milking cows and carry on working 16 hours a day. Tough life. Good news, summer's returned. Let's hope winter doesn't come back in the next 5 minutes, like it just keeps coming back and then disappearing. This is crazy mad weather. This windmill here dates back from 1750. Quite impressive looking, really. So at the bottom there would have been a millstone, so it was used to grind corn. So as well as some of the old buildings, the old farm buildings, they also have some areas where, should we say, the more affluent might have lived. And this is an 18th century manor house. So as we look around, there's obviously a bit of work still being done on this one as they try and restore it. Yeah, I do like this one. Apparently this church in front of us is one of the most popular churches in Sweden to get married in. It does look rather cute. As you walk around here, there's also a fair selection of Viking runestones. towards the exit actually. Just spotted on the map, there's like a market town or market square. And there's quite a few buildings around it, like printers and bakers and metal workers and all that sort of stuff. So have a look at all that area first before leaving. But as long as you say, if you've got a whole day here, you could probably easily quite spend it, especially in the summer. So this takes us up into the town quarter area, as I was just saying earlier. Unfortunately, a lot of it looks closed up. This is supposed to be engraver's workshop. Hello! So what are you selling?
A bunch of different things. We're in the 1840s. And we call this a spice shop, and we do sell spices, but we have a bunch of different things as well. I would say you stock anything for the home that doesn't spoil. So you have things for the kitchen, you have peas and other kinds of dry goods, you have spices, you have tea and coffee, you have pigments, so like
Pigment,
dyes.
as in dyes?
This is a really bright red one.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And then you have kind of more utility items as well. You have lamp oil, you have candles, tobacco, and you have wool and sewing supplies. So it's kind of a mix, really.
Walk into the shop and it's summer. Walk out the shop and it's winter again. This really is a time travelling village. Right, let's see what else we can find. That was interesting. There's a spice shop. It's like a mini grocery store. Little workshop up here, engineering furniture factory. Let's try this one out. Glassworks. So we're into the glassworks area now. So it's quite loud. You can see them. It's nice and warm as well compared to being outside. So I've got no idea what they're actually making. Okay, there's not exactly a lot of exploration going on. You can hear and see exactly what I can see in here. So, but it is nice and warm. I'm probably being hit for copyright on the music as well. So I'm going to wander off and have a look in the shop. So yeah, in the shop here, they've got a selection of lamps. 4,500. Pretty expensive. All handmade stuff, so not sure I get any of it in my suitcase then. Moose look fun. And the sheep. Oh, well, it looks like the engineering workshops are all closed. Right, that's all too short a visit of Skansen, but let's say it's our last day. Got a lot to try and pack in today, so if we shoot out of here now and hit the underground to do a tour of the funky artistic underground stations, and hopefully take in a market as well, and hopefully grab some lunch. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. So keep on, keep up if you can, because we've got a lot to do.